Hello, one and all. Today is September the 11th, and I'm back. But today's video is going to be about something different. It's not going to be about 9/11. It's going to have a deeper message. It's going to be the story about how I got gaslighted. Gaslighted is a form of manipulation which is trying to convince the other person that there's something wrong with them or that they're the one who is crazy. It comes from the 1944 film Gaslight, where this manipulative and probably sociopathic husband tries to convince his wife that she is crazy by turning the gaslights on and off and turning them to different things and all that stuff. And what he does is, when she tells him about it, he's like, "That didn't happen. I didn't do that. I didn't see that." And he starts telling her that he's going to take her to get therapy, to get help, to put her in a psych ward. You get the picture. Well, anyway, I'm going to tell you how I got gaslighted, and will hopefully warn some people and help them in the future. Okay, it began a few years ago, in late 2009. I moved in with this mentally ill woman who was also a manipulator and just not a good person. I'm not saying all mentally ill people are bad, but she was just accused me of stuff and all that shit. And she would say I said things that I didn't. She'd say she said things that she didn't. And this woman was quite a bit older, old enough to be my mom. She was like, "I'm not your mom," and all that stuff. And I'm like, and a lot of times it felt like I was dealing with a 5-year-old child. But anyway, she conned me out of $300, and I'll tell you how she did it. Okay, I get her message online, and they come over and meet. I come over to meet her at her apartment in Raleigh, and her son. I met her son. He seemed like a real nice guy, and so was his wife, and everybody just seemed really nice, and so were the neighbors. And what happened is over time, after I moved in, she started to get crazier. And at first it was good, everything went smoothly, until she overblew a few things. First, it was just small things at first. She said something about me being worried about me being a pedophile or something like that. And I said, "Don't worry, I'm not." And that was that, and everything went smoothly. I also befriended this other girl who sadly stopped taking my phone calls, but she was cooler than the inside of a refrigerator. And, but anyway, it's, as time went on, she became more and more paranoid and accused me of stuff. She even shut off my Wi-Fi, saying that she didn't want me to get comfortable there, and I had 30 days to move out. I'm like, how am I supposed to find another place when you've turned off the Wi-Fi? She's like, "Go to the library." And she accused me of being lazy when I wanted to go panhandle, and I have panhandled before. That being, because this YouTube channel I don't get any money doing this. I don't have 10,000 subscribers yet. And anyway, moving on. Ironically, she's quite willing to steal from others, lie to others, and manipulate others, as we will see. She said that, like, I had agreed to pay her to help pay her for the cost of Wi-Fi, which I never agreed to do. And she said that I was this and that, and she would tell lies about me and about other people, and she would also try and isolate me from people who could help me, like saying, "I want this to be between us, not don't bring her and don't bring her former friend into it," because her former friend did not like her. Quickly grew to despise her, in fact. And she accused me of being, she said that she didn't feel safe with me in the house anymore, and that she threatened to bring her big-ass son over and let her babysit her. And I told her that Hey, bring him over. Call him right now. Hell, schedule a whole family reunion. And lo and behold, that night, she slept in the living room. Maybe she had some kind of rape fantasy, because, or something like that. But I was not willing to indulge her. Aside from not wanting to end up on the sex offenders registry, I didn't know what she looked like naked, and I wanted to keep it that way. But anyhow, I was nice and polite enough to her. I couldn't figure out why she did what she did. Her things became increasingly erratic. And she said she made up a story about how I wanted to rape her because I said I liked MILFs. And only the first letter of that applied to her, and it said, "Mother, I'd like to fuck." But she was ugly. But anyway, while I was out, she said she would I went out to go to the library, and she called me and said I had to leave and that my stuff would be outside, and I raced back like the Flash. And I raced back like, the Flash or the Wehrmacht through France or whatever. And it's when I got there, she had locked the door, unsurprisingly, and called the police, and they made her unlock it at the front, ironically. And she said, "You can't live here anymore." And I said, "All right, I'll pay you." She said that, "All right, if you just go back to where you came from, I'll pay you $300 difference in rent." And she had offered to pay me rent before, and it's like, she said, "I didn't say that." When I talked to her next, and she's like, "I didn't say that." And I couldn't really do anything because she didn't have any money to begin with. She was poor white trash. This was like about, I don't know, let me think here. About a few months before COVID hit. And she had said that my money was in the box where all my stuff was, and she'd stolen one of my favorite t-shirts and my favorite sweatshirt that I'd had since I was a teenager. And I'm like, what a bitch. But anyway, she hid from it and said, "I already paid you, leave me alone and take me to court." Or take me to court. And I had witnesses, but she had no money. And the whole ordeal is just something everybody should learn from. Choose your roommates carefully and watch out for people who say you're crazy, because you might not be. They might be trying to drive you crazy, but that doesn't mean you are crazy. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be good, y'all.